Hello there, it's Patricia from Pinky's World, and I'm back today to show you how to make the wee box that holds the wee book that we made last week. Just fits in there perfectly, as you can see, and I want to give you a quick tutorial on how I made it, and it'll fit this particular size, which is a 3" by 3" book. So what you're going to need is a piece for your base, whatever colour you're making your wee book, match it in. And this needs to measure 5 1/4 by 9 1/4. You need some pieces to decorate it, so I've cut two pieces 3" by 3", and then I have 3 pieces that are at 3/4 inch by 3", and then one wee piece at 1/2 inch by 3", and that's all you need. So you need a bit of scoring to start you off. So, as I said, I've lost my leg. I haven't found it yet. I'm sure it's in this room somewhere, hopefully. So it's a bit rattly. Anyway, we want to... Let's see, can I fix this better for you? Well, wait. So we're going to score the small side first, the short side, not the small. The short side first, and we're going to score it at 1 inch. And then we're going to score it at 4 1/4. And then spin it round, and we're going to score it at 3 1/4, 4 1/4, 7 1/2, and 8 1/2. And that's your scoring done. By the way. So this is going to be your closure here. So you'll want to take out some bits and pieces. We want to take out those 2 top ones. We're also going to cut down here. And then down here we're going to take out half of these. We don't need the full one. And we'll also cut them in. I'll just show you this one. We're cutting right down. And that one goes, and we're going to cut this right down to that join there. So, start at the top. And we'll cut this wee half flap here. And the same this side. And cut this one off. So then go in here and cut to the first score line. And then I can cut part of those off. Same this side. You could cut them right away if you want, but I like it to be tucked in. So, get rid of these, and we'll just do a bit of burnishing, just make sure everything's lining up nicely. And then we're going to decorate our box when it's nice and flat. And you want to chop those so they're nice and round. I'm going to use this, but it's not the best for doing this. It's a bit hit and miss most of the time. And you rightly look, see the way that goes. Like, no matter how much you try to get that in, I'm going to use my punch board. My envelope punch board is really good. Gives you a nice finish. Much better. So, back to burnishing. This one can fold in. You can also go in and just trim these off slightly. so they're not catching on anything. That's it, the last one. Oops. Now this is good sturdy card I've used, so bear in mind it is going to get used a lot with pulling the thing in and out, you know. So this is your closure part, this will be your front. So you want to put your paper, if it's directional, so that it's facing properly. I'm not sure if that is directional. I'll just pop it there. I'm going to stick this one down here. Again, if it's directional, turn it the opposite way so that the flowers are going to look proper on the other side. These three will go, well actually we're going to leave these to the end. The three wee pieces that are 3 1/4 inch by 3 inches leave, and we'll do this one for the wee lid. So we need to round those corners again. We'll see if I can get away with the small rounder, just so they match the other corners. That seems okay. And we have 1, 2, and then another one here. So again, watch your paper. I think I'll go, no, I think I'll go this way for it. So they're going to be stuck 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to bother decorating that. I'm running out of paper. I could do it, but I'm not going to. One of these will go here. We want probably this one, the bottom one, but I'm not sticking them on yet, so to make sure I get that right. So stick those on, I'll be straight back. So I have those stuck, just the two side ones now, so I'm flipping that over. The top is up here, the closure's up there, so these are going to come in and sit like so. I want these to tuck on the outside, and then they're going to be hid by this. So I'm going to put a bit of, I think it just work better this way. For me, it still gives it that nice wee closure at the bottom without showing a rough edge. Oh, I put that on the wrong side. Twit tilly. Put a bit of on this side, which we're going to struggle to get closed, but put it on the inside of those because they're going on the outside of the first one. Like so. Ugh, I'm going to have bother getting this to catch now because I don't want to get all sticky. But it will. Oh. Wipe the glue off here. So, and then we're going to put glue on these two. And that's going to cover that join all on the outside. Try and get this done quick so that I can get these lined up because I wasn't really touching that enough to get it good. Let me just make sure that pushes back into that. Use your bone folder or whatever. And that gives it a nice wee finish. That will go out. This will tuck inside. If you need to trim off any more, do so. I might need to take a wee bit off there at the end. It's just catching the slither. That's better, and that gives it a good wee tight closure. So we're going to stick our pieces of paper on the side, on both sides. So you can just add a wee book. You can decorate the inside as well, or you can put the quote in there at the top or something. Your wee book fits in there perfectly. Just needs decorated up now, and I just haven't made my mind up what I'm going to use it for, so that will come later. This one I decorated just to show you the finish. And perfect, aren't they? You can make a wee stack of these and have for different years of a child's growing up, or there's loads of ideas for it. But hope that helps you anyway. I'll have all the measurements down below, and I'll catch us all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.